Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 28 of Abandoned Kids to Teen Years. And if you are returning, welcome back. And the teens are continuing to work on their various scout badges, and I saw Sylvia here go down and start playing the violin, so I've tried to change her to play with emotion instead of just playing, because she has a little notch there on the emotional control that she still needs to work on. Quite likely she had a pop-up that dropped it down, I'm guessing, because, you know, that's the thing we're sort of dealing with right now when they have maxed all of their character values, is that whenever they ask questions, they often will go down a notch from, you know, whichever one you choose that gets the hit to it. So I'll let her play that a little bit. I'm going to put the walls back into cutaway so that I can see around more easily. Let's just quickly, Bob is in good shape. Last part, Bob, we got 4 notifications about Bob in one day, so I'm not sure why that was. Does she have any badges? She has her arts and badge to collect, so I'm going to have her collect that. She can always work on that emotional control later. She doesn't need to do that right now, so we'll cancel that interaction. I'm curious where she is. She has maxed her violin skills, so she could actually do some stuff to do with that, but, you know, not really a priority right now. Let's just check. Let's get her to collect that badge, and then we'll have her view her badge progress, because she needs to do that for her check badge progress on scouting badge board. Because for this, you actually have to do it on the board and not on the sim themselves. So normally you can check your oh, this all of a sudden got dirty, so we're going to have you... Oh. Well, I'm going to just do that one. So here we are. So she now needs to do 2 more good deeds. She needs to keep fit 1 more time. She maybe can go for a jog, but I don't know if it's too cold, because I think that means it's freezing out with that little down here. I think without actually being on it, I think that means really, really cold. Outdoor adventure, not as easy to do. There might be frogs around, because I did find when I took some Sims to Granite Falls that they could get the frogs in the winter, and catching the bugs also counted for that, as did grilling hot dogs over the campfire, but marshmallows didn't seem to. And I would think just cooking on the barbecue would also work for that, so she could do that. And give back, I think we should be working on that. So I think right now we're going to concentrate on the keep fit, the good deeds, and the give back. So I'm going to go, so we lost empathy for Eric. So Eric, it's early enough in the day, you can go and volunteer. Go by yourself, because that will help you with your empathy to get there, and we'll do the nursing home, so you're good to go for that. So you were 1 away, so I want you to clean this, is what well, no, I'm not going to have you clean it, because I don't know whether that'll count as a good deed. So you can come and clean that once your fun is done. Fun is maxed, I should say. And it's all steamy in there still. And you're going to come down here, and you may as well, since your sister just finished, you're going to have you come and work out. I had Amelia do a little bit of working out so that she can just, you know, work on her fitness skill a little bit. And she did work from home. She doesn't need to go have a shower. This is still broken. I'm going to hire a repair service and see whether it gets fixed this time, because I know we did already. And if it doesn't, I might just replace it with a new one. But I'm going to have her come and see if I can keep an eye on it, because I often don't keep an eye on it. Take a shower. I don't want her to actually take a thoughtful shower. So she's on the last tier of her archaeology scholar aspiration. So she needs to now write a good archaeology skill book and give a successful archaeology lecture, which she can do by giving to anyone in the house. But her work task for today, I did try to see whether she could take a family leave day, but she wasn't given the option. So, you know, it said that she was already on family leave or something like that. I don't know if it was because it was just about to turn over. I'm not really sure. So when she's finished there, I probably should have had her take a thoughtful shower. I'm going to have her do her work task, which is to, make one, which we just did in the last part. because I was trying to, you know, get the bees. See, they can't fix it. Okay, so there's something wrong with this. So it says so he can't fix this either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. First off, I'm going to just like try... I wonder why it's not working. I mean, there's no real reason for it to not work. Let me see whether just taking it in and out of the inventory did the trick. Is he finished with his... He is finished. Yeah, so I'm going to just sell it because it's broken and we can't seem to fix it. Or I'll just place it in my inventory for now. And I'm going to buy another one because I really did want to have one of those in house. Let me go in here and go under electronics, I'm hoping it'll be. There it is. So we'll get another one. What is this? A Genora Tum Tum. I guess it's just for looks. There's a lot of... Anyways. I don't know why we even have... Why you would think these would be locked. I've never really looked for them. Yeah. The invention constructor isn't locked. That is odd. I have to say. I'm curious whether if we put this in the house, if anyone could even use that. But that's not for this. I'll have to try that some other time. So I did have Sawyer make some food, and I want him to put it in the fridge because I wanted to make sure we had like lots of food in the fridge because it's going to be time for us to age up our little one very, very soon. Because I noticed that they don't have a moodlet anymore from Ethan's birth, which is normally when I'll age them up. But then I'm going to have to rearrange everything. So it is freezing outside. I'm going to have to rearrange like where everybody's sleeping. Someone's going to have to go down into the basement because we'll need to keep the toddler, keep him upstairs. We're going to play the game and hopefully... So he got bored, but the elderly Sim was enthusiastic about sharing stories with Eric. It seemed like Eric really brightened the elder's day. So he gained some more empathy from that. Now I could just keep the toddler in our room because then, you know, he won't have very far to go for when we need to look after him. But, yeah, it's probably better to have him be over here. I just find that, you know, when they can't move around very well, I definitely want to keep them on this level because that is the best thing to do. It's just that, but maybe they'll move into one of these rooms and for now, temporarily move into one of these rooms so they're close to their toddler. That might be the best bet, is to have maybe they go in this room and the toddler can go over here into this room, and then perhaps you know, obviously Sylvia can go here and then perhaps Eric can go downstairs or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. So they're losing their own ensuite, but you know, essentially they're sharing it with their baby, so that's okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to have them move down over here and have the toddler be in the room beside them so that they don't have quite as far to go to look after him when we age him up, which we'll probably do in the next part. So, Amelia, what are you up to? What I want to do is, Eric, I think you've had enough time playing. You should be good for that. And you need some social. So maybe cleaning isn't the best thing. And have you actually checked your badge progress? You have, but Eric, have you? If I go on the right sim, oh, Eric is out, so he can't even, and he has not, but I don't know how important that really is, but we'll have him do that when he gets home. So you have cleaned, so you're going to come here and you're going to talk. You're going to tell a secret to Bob. Bob needs some attention anyways, and then why don't you feed him a treat? And hopefully that will help you with your social. I don't know that it really is. So why don't we can complain about the freezing temperature. It's so bad that we can't go outside and go for jogs and do fun things like that. And we'll give a heartfelt compliment. And enthuse about the outdoors. Yeah, you definitely would be complaining about the freezing weather because you can't go outside as well and you like the outdoors. So since you had the option to enthuse about the outdoors and share brilliant ideas. So he got that. And you need to come back here. I'm surprised you're not cold. You're going to scent, you may as well scent it. Bluebells means that they'll last forever, is what they do. And of course, we know that the crocus scents. Do we have any more crocuses even in our inventory? We don't seem to have any more crocuses. We'll just do it. I don't know what Daisy does, if it does anything. We'll do it with a bluebell. That's what we'll do. Oh, they need to go to... Okay, you're going, luckily. So there we go. So he has to work out one more time too to get that up to the max. And I only was doing that because he had to do it for going. That was it. That was the only reason I was doing it. Okay, you don't need to do any more talking. You should go and go to your scouts, because the scouts is so short. There's not actually a huge window of time for you to get there. So let's see. We did do that. So it is timelessness from Bluebell, and it is pristine. So why don't you quickly go up here? I know you're a little bit hungry, but you're not that bad. Why don't you come and bond with the bees? This is still in good shape because it's still befriending, but it's only normal, and it was excellent, so it is gone down. It has degraded. Is this a crocus? Oh, you're going to harvest that. You're going to harvest the crocuses because I want you to have those in your inventory, because we need them to be able to make more befriending. So if we look here, her work task is completed, and she is really close to getting a promotion, but she's not at the top level for getting a promotion. I think we already called, and I see that there's a crying baby. We've already negotiated a bonus, so we can't really do anything about that. So why don't you, Sawyer, since you're not really doing anything very, we're going to keep the listed price and turn on the charm. So she sells. So we're going to repair with dental floss. I'm trying to get over here. We're going to change that dirty diaper, and then we'll see whether or not that is all Ethan needs. And then we are going to... He's still crying, so I assume he needs to eat. I'm going to give him a bottle. Yeah. Let's see, when do you work again? You work on Monday. So you both work tomorrow. So that one worked for him too. And then we're going to give a cuddle. Oh, maybe we can get him to max his parenting skill. That would be really good if he did that. Oh, and there is Amelia. She's cleaning up, and she probably needs... You know what? Why don't you make some more food? Why don't you make something that's more a dinner type food, since it's later on in the day? You can make something maybe... You can make... I can't pick. We'll make the trout. That's what we'll do. We'll make the trout. So you go make some food, and there we go. He reached parenting skill level 10, which was kind of what I wanted him to do. And I'm kind of inclined to age up Ethan. That requires me to... Because I mean, if this is going to be... Maybe I'll make this their room, because I can just leave it as it is, and then we can change this room to be more kid-friendly, is what we'll do. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. So they're all back from their scouting meetings, so let's see whether she has a badge. She does have the Keep Fit badge, so she's going to collect that. And then I think she needed some good deeds. But really what I want to do is I want to work on Brian, because he's the one who really should be aging up soon, because he is the oldest. So I kind of want him to make sure he gets his done. So I want him to come over here, and I want him to give back. He doesn't have to do it on the computer. You can do it on the mailbox too. But since I'm here, I'm going to just do it here. We're going to give back an emotion potion, and then I'm going to have him do some crafting, because this crafting helps. So he can craft an instrument. So why does he craft a child's violin? Because he's going to eventually give that as a gift for Ethan when he ages up to a child, which is going to be a little while. Because he's just about to age up to a toddler, never mind a child. And so you are just doing, really, you're a bit hungry. And can we play with this? At least it's not broken anymore because it's a new one and it's not broken because of that. We're kind of waiting for the food. That's while we're waiting for the food. Oh, you made the food, so you can come grab. That's excellent. We're going to grab a serving. And you, once you finish doing that, I want you to take this, empty the trash. And then I want you to... We'll just wait and see whether he earns a badge before I bother having him view his badge progress. So it seems to be taking him a while to do that. Someone is stuck a little bit. Are you about to ask some information? Ask for advice? I'm going to reset you because I don't really want you to. There. Maybe that will help. Sometimes I find they get stuck on that. You're still a little hungry, so you can eat that trout. And you are hungry too, so why don't you come grab something to eat too? Grab a serving. Maybe he's actually the one who's stuck. Because maybe the give back isn't really working very well. So we're going to reset you. Did that work? Okay, so now we're going to try giving you back something else. Why don't we do that again and maybe give something different back and not that debug potion. Though I don't know why it's saying it's a debug because he actually crafted that, I would think, when he was younger. So we'll give a perch. See if that one will work any better. And oh, we have a scared kitty cat. I don't know why you're scared. You know, you just have those fears that don't seem to go away for no real reason. And Eric, you're hungry too, and you also need some fun. So why don't you come grab a serving, and why don't you watch some cooking channel? Because I really don't know who's stuck here. I'm guessing maybe it is. Maybe you can't do that give back. So we're going to reset you again and forget about all the things I was having you do. Grab a serving. I wonder if it's Patchy. Because I have had problems with Patchy. He's on his thing, so I don't know that it is Patchy. Because I've had problems with Patchy, and I've had to put them in my family inventory because it hasn't worked. I'm going to reset her. Well, I'll be back once I figure it out. Well, I put Patchy away, and then they all eventually started walking. So he's in our family inventory now. And, yeah, time seemed to be passing, but it wasn't showing it. So let me take a look at Amelia. She's a little bit tired. Why don't we come and do a little cuddle? And then why don't you have a nap over there? And they're all chatting. Looks like his social. I was trying to get Brian's social up because it wasn't doing very well. And enthuse about meal. Looks like he's all finished. Tease about face. Compliment outfit. And there's Leah is uncomfortable again. I don't know what's her problem. So why don't we come over here and ask what's wrong? And you, once you're finished with your eating, because he got actually really, really hungry, we're going to have you come and clean out the spoiled food, and then going to have you empty the trash. Leah's hungry. Okay, well, there's food there, Leah. Why don't we call you to eat? Why don't you call her? And why are you tense? You need some fun. Okay, well, that's what happens when, you know, they don't do anything for quite a while. They don't get any of their needs looked after. So I think what I'm going to do quickly before we end this part is I'm going to go in and do a quick change of the bedrooms and resetting. So I will just show that sort of on a fast forward. And then I'll be back once I'm done that. I made the changes, and it is now time to wake up Amelia and come and age up Ethan so that he can get on to his toddler life. We'll see how he looks. We're going to do a super efficient baby care to see if that helps his needs for when he gets after he ages up. Let's try that. Oh, I'll talk it through with someone. So he has to do some emotional control work. And now it is time to age him up. And we'll see what he looks like as our last thing we do in this part. But I'll give him a makeover in between parts. And you will be back and see his newly made over self in the next part. So I'm going to make him inquisitive. There we go. And I don't know what color his hair is. Well, he's probably either, well, I don't know if he's a redhead or a blondie, because he could also have dark hair, because Amelia's mom has dark hair, which is why the two youngest have dark hair. So he's got blue eyes, it looks like, from what I can see. So that's, and his eyebrows are really fair, so maybe he is a blondie. It looks like Sylvia has come, for another one of these. Whatever. So she's got to go work on her emotional control too. So let's just take a quick look. We'll change Ethan into a different outfit so that we can see his hair. He is a blondie. There we go. He is a blondie. I won't make you wait to find out. So his blonde eyebrows seem to be showing his hair color. I won't bother changing him because we could see in his outfits that he was a blondie, that he got his mummy's hair. So that is going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!